Pimp Daddy NOSFERRATU? What is up, y'all? We're back with another video, and today we're going to be reviewing Robert Eggers' NOSFERRATU. Before we get into it, definitely smash the like button because it definitely helps, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. So we're going to start off with the spoiler-free size of things, and then we're going to end off with spoilers. So getting into this movie, I do want to say, man, I really didn't have high expectations for NOSFERRATU, but it did blow me away. I am, a fan of the originals, and I do love this story that they're trying to tell with, NOSFERRATU and everything. And Bill Skarsgård, let me tell you guys this, as NOSFERRATU, he did such an amazing job. Like, he really did, have a great performance. And I really had times where I was really kind of what the hell's going on? Like, I'm a little tense, man. Like, the voice that's coming out of NOSFERRATU and just him being in the shadows at times and how they're showing a silhouette of him go across the screen and just hearing his voice come out the shadows, especially a lot of scenes with him and his character named Ellen, which, bro, I really did, love her character. She carried this film for me. Now, pushing forward, the sound design with this film definitely was amazing. I think that the heaviness of it and it just being so dark toned really brought scenes together and everything with this. And it does feel like, Robert Eggers' previous films like The Witch, The Lighthouse. Also, now pushing forward, I do think that this film does have a little bit of problems, and some people can kind of gravitate away from this film due to some decisions they made. I will say this, that Robert Eggers' NOSFERRATU is a little risky. It takes risk, and I'm gonna get into that with, the look of Bill Skarsgård playing NOSFERRATU. Now, it's nothing that Bill Skarsgård did. He did an amazing performance, but it's a scene in this movie where we kind of, just see a good shot of NOSFERRATU, and it kind of had me scratching my head for a while. I'm like, so this is NOSFERRATU. I didn't picture, a Bill Skarsgård version of NOSFERRATU to look this way. Now, don't get me wrong. It didn't take away from the character or nothing. He still did a great job, but I just don't like, a lot of the things that he actually decided to do with NOSFERRATU with this. Like, literally, Pimp Daddy NOSFERRATU. Like, this is Pimp Daddy NOSFERRATU. I know it sounds crazy, and if you go see NOSFERRATU, you're gonna understand what the fuck I'm talking about. But like, pushing forward, Ellen did a great job in this movie. She carried it. I really love the story that they were telling with her. Also, William Dafoe, man, like him in a Robert Eggers movie is just amazing. If you know, you know. Like I said, his character really had me intrigued. Just following him, how he's kind of spreading things out throughout the story with dialogue and some of the crazy moments kind of creeping up through the film. Like I said, pushing forward, I really did not have high expectations for NOSFERRATU, but I really did love it. Like I said, some scenes in here that are really I was expecting it, but I wasn't expecting, you know what I'm saying? Because this is the same story. It's the same story that I've heard many times, and it's NOSFERRATU. This is a story that we all know about. But one thing I will say about this film, it felt fresh. Even though we know what NOSFERRATU is, it felt real fresh. It felt real different in certain ways. I will say it has that dark slow burn, but it's one of those films where the slow burn, almost like The Shining, where the slow burn is worth it, once you get to a certain part of the film. One of the scariest scenes for me was actually a scene that took place with this crazy castle, which any scene that was around that castle was so fucking dark, and it just made the environment seem so just gloomy and lifeless, but in a good way. It just felt like if you turn this corner, he might be there. If you turn this corner, it might be a shadow over there. Like, everything just felt a little dark when it came to this castle. Now, once the movie kicks up, you start to see a lot of things kind of blossom through the cast. Like, I really do love the characters. At points, a lot of slow acting with some of the cast, but then they have their moments. They all have their moments, which I did like that, Robert Eggers put in this story, that all the characters have their moments where you're like gravitating towards them and you're enjoying their performance and stuff like that. But like I said, my favorite, it was probably, it has to be Ellen. I think Ellen definitely did a great job. And Nicholas Hoult as Thomas, amazing. Both of them together really had me invested. I feel like their good acting made me believe everything they did. The ship scene was real dark. It felt like I was on a ship with those guys. I really like sometimes where you see the moonlight kind of shooting over the ship as it's going through these big towering waves, and then you're just seeing it shoot from that to the town. I really did like those transitions, and it goes back to this quiet, gloomy, you know, just dark ship in the middle of nowhere in the ocean. I really love those scenes. But overall, like I said, I had low expectations for NOSFERRATU, but it was very enjoyable, and I definitely like it. Definitely a highlight of 2024. Now, if you haven't seen NOSFERRATU, you should definitely head out. Spoilers about to come in 3, 2, 1. So get into this. Man, some of these scenes with Bill Skarsgård as NOSFERRATU really were creepy. Like, that fucking opening scene really blew me away. Like, it really blew me away. I was like, damn, that was actually a little intense. And then at a point, I did not expect fucking NOSFERRATU to, like, really, like, it just felt darker in this. You know what I'm saying? When he kills the kids, that shit actually just felt darker, bro. And then that scene with fucking Ellen and Thomas, like, what the hell was that? And she's like, show me your fucking love. And he's like, got her on a bed and shit. I'm like, okay, this throwing me off. My whole theater was like, what the fuck? Bro, like, imagine people that doesn't know what the hell NOSFERRATU is, the lore, the story, the legend of NOSFERRATU, don't know shit. And they're seeing these scenes, bro. How he's kind of just, you know, like, preying on this girl, Ellen, and everything. Like, I knew shit like that was going to happen, but it just felt a little fresh in this one, you know what I'm saying? And just the ending of fucking NOSFERRATU with her and him in the bed and everything, and just how everything kind of came together, and boom, sunlight, and he just laying on top of her. Everybody in my theater was like, what the fuck is going on? But like I said, a lot of the scenes were very, you know, creepy and unsettling when you see him on screen. That's why I said, yeah, his look was a little bit, you know, it made me scratch my head, but I really did enjoy his performance, bro. It didn't even feel like Bill Skarsgård. I'm gonna be honest, like, it did, but it just felt different, you know what I'm saying, from Pennywise, in my opinion. This guy, man, his name was Knock, played by Simon McBurney. Bro, he was fucking hilarious, but also creepy and disgusting at the same time. That fucking scene with the pigeon, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you've seen NOSFERRATU, he literally just chomps the head, like bites it off. I couldn't believe they showed him. You could see like a piece of the beak in the mouth. It was so fucking nasty and grotesque. But like I said, I think it's a great rendition to the, you know, original NOSFERRATU, and I think that it really does pay a lot of respect to Robert Eggers' work. You see the witch in here at times and things like that. And like I said, man, if you're a fan of NOSFERRATU, you know what the story is, but this one just feels a little bit more fresh from the previous one we know about and everything. Like I said, a lot of the scenes seem more darker. I really couldn't get over the scenes with the rats in the town. It was just something about the one that we just got back from seeing that really was eerie and dark. I know it might be people that come out of the theater saying that this is their favorite version of NOSFERRATU. Me personally, I'm gonna still go with the original. I just feel like that look is better and everything. But overall, this one is creepy. It is dark. It does feel a little scarier and darker. And like I said, anytime you're around that castle, like that scene when Thomas actually finds NOSFERRATU in his coffin and he wakes up and everything, that shit was just so fucking creepy. But yeah, I definitely think it was a little, like, the sexual shit in this was a little, like, crazy to me, but it was like bold. I just think this was bold, risky, and it was a great film. I think people will like it. I definitely think some people will be like, okay. But me personally, I enjoyed it. Was it the best film of, you know, 2024? I wouldn't say that, but it was one of the decent ones, and I did have a good time with it. I don't feel like I wasted my money, and if I had to give, you know, this a rating 1 out of 10, I'll probably give it like a 7.5, like a 7.5 out of 10. And yeah, I definitely think you should check out Robert Eggers' NOSFERRATU, especially if you're a diehard fan. The cinematography, that also, I cannot end this video without saying, the cinematography was amazing. And, you know, like I said, the visuals that we seen and just that sound design really kept me involved in this film, you know what I'm saying? So I can't let that go unnoticed. But like I said, if you've seen Robert Eggers' NOSFERRATU, comment down below with some of your favorite parts. What did you enjoy more? Do you like this better than the original? Also, before we head out, at my theater, they were giving out these cool posters. So here is one of the character posters of Thomas, and on the back it has, like, you know, that shot of NOSFERRATU with his Pimp Daddy cloak on, whatever the fuck you want to call that. And then we got one with the man himself, William Dafoe. So they don't have one with Ellen, oddly, because I really liked her character. Wish they had that, but yeah, they were giving these out of my theater. So yeah, man, definitely check out Robert Eggers' NOSFERRATU, and comment down below. But unfortunately, this is the end of this crazy video. I want you all to hit me up on my social medias at ILIKESCARY on every platform. I want you to watch some horror movies. Stay scary out there. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace.